Humankind's reliance on fossil fuels has become a growing concern. We couldn't have known more than a century ago that burning fossil fuels would emit harmful greenhouse gas emissions and accelerate the warming of our planet. However, recent research has proven the consequences of our continued dependence. It is therefore imperative that new technologies not only fulfill their desired functions, but also emit no greenhouse gas emissions. Fuel cells are an example of this technology. Fuel cells are devices that use hydrogen fuel and oxygen in the air to facilitate an electrochemical reaction that produces water and electricity. This electricity can then be used to supply a multitude of things, such as transportation applications like a car or a bus, or stationary power, such as your home. In my research, I study a component of the fuel cell called the membrane. A fuel cell membrane is a thin, porous material located at the center of the cell. The membrane helps to diffuse the hydrogen through the fuel cell while forcing the electrons through an external circuit to supply your application. This makes the membrane a very important component to fuel cell operation. But unfortunately, it's often the first component to fail. In my research, I study membrane failure through linking durability and longevity. Durability is the strength of a membrane material. Durability testing is done by stretching the membrane until it breaks. This tells us different mechanical properties, as well as the ultimate strength of membrane materials. This can then be linked to longevity, which is the amount of time that the membrane will operate before failure. Longevity testing is done in accelerated conditions in order to tell us not only the length of time before failure, but the methods of failure. By linking membrane durability and longevity, we can learn more about the end-of-life failure methods from the beginning of life durability of membrane materials. This can help to accelerate future research into new membrane materials that will help to lengthen the lifetime of a fuel cell. Overall, fuel cells are one of many technologies that can help to lower greenhouse gas emissions. And therefore, with the completion of my research and the adoption of fuel cell technology, I believe we can be a small step closer to a sustainable future. Thank you for listening.